Hello, everybody. Welcome back. This is Casual Cactus, and we are here with the full Glassbreakers Guild this evening. Woo! Say hello, everybody! Yay! Full couches there. Full couches. So we have a lot to get through today. We have we have so much to get through today, guys. So we welcome you to the stream. If you are new to our little corner of the interwebs, this is our weekly, mostly weekly D&D game. These are my friends. Some of them are my family. Okay, most of them are my family at this point. So anyway, we get together every week. We try to, when work doesn't get in the way, and we play D&D. And we're welcoming you guys in to see how we are doing. We left off on a little bit of a cliffhanger, and we will get to that in a second. But first, I want to just ask you guys if you like what you see. We are pushing hard to get the channel up to 50 follows. I think we're high 30s at this point. We got about a dozen or so left to hit that point. That's the point at which we can open up the doors to affiliate and all kinds of fun stuff, at which point we can add all kinds of fun stuff to the channel. So if you like what you see, and this is your first time here, do hit that follow for us. Help us out a whole lot on the goals of hitting affiliate. We are pushing hard, and we're looking forward to being able to open up some stuff for you guys. We do also make sure that we have these recordings available for you guys on our YouTube channel. It is just do a search for Casual Cactus, casual with a C, Cactus with a K. We have all of the back episodes of the streams since the very beginning, including the couple of session zeros where all we do is basically introduce the characters. If you want to get caught up on what's going on with us right now, the best place to go is to the YouTube channel and watch from the beginning. I will warn you, each of the episodes is about 3 hours long, so it's a bit of an investment of time, but I think personally it's worth it because I've been here for the whole time. All right.
Grab your bats, grab your balls.
Grab your bats, grab your balls. It's time to break some glass here with the Glassbreakers Guild. All right. This is the time of the night where we come in and do our recap. We got a couple of folks here who weren't with us last time, so they can't do the recap. Just to keep things fair, I'm going to go to the RNG. This is going to go to the dice. There are
I swear I'm going to kill myself.
There are 8 players here. Steven will have the honors. So Steven, playing Pyre, go for it.
Alright, so we began our last session, having just fought with a group of adventurers who were speaking to a hag, Nanipepu, trying to get their cleric revived through some sort of a ritual that they didn't really seem to know much about. But they found out that they needed a life for a life, so they decided to try to take a spider's life.
Bastards.
They failed to do so, we came upon them, and after some talking, we fought with them.
Talking is a very gentle word.
Well, some talking and some mind reading and things. We found out that what had happened and we attacked. It didn't actually work super well for Pyre because he died. Nanipepu, however, had plans other than death for Pyre, who under the death curse should not have been able to be revived. But she revived him at the cost of taking the life of one other of their party, of the other party's members. We then made camp for the night to rest and sort of figure out where we were going, what we were doing. We found that the reason that Nanipepu had brought me back was in order to coerce our group to go after an enclave of Terra folk, Terra being like a pterodactyl. And we also needed to retrieve one of our members who'd been taken by the Terra folk.
Hi.
Mr. Kaiho.
I was working.
Which means you get kidnapped in
Yes.
in game terms. Kidnapped by a job, kidnapped by Terrafolk, it's sort of the same thing.
Yup.
So we then traveled to go save Kaiho after some deliberation, leaving the other party trapped in a tower until it dissipates at 24 hours, dropping them 20 feet to the ground. We then were able to find a hole into the back of the Terrafolk cave, where a number of us traveled down to go try to save Kai, while the rest of the party created a distraction. Battle ensued as distraction ensued. We traveled in, found Kai, and moved him to the exit where we'd come in, leaving a number of Terrafolk as of yet unawakened. I then waited at the edge of the cave. Pyre waited at the edge of the cave and saw flying past Azaka and
Eliash.
Eliash. Falling, having been dropped by one of the Terrafolk. He cast Featherfall, and we ended the game.
You guys are my heroes. Just so thanks for saying.
So yeah, the one key fact, just the one key fact that I'm going to throw out there is that the height from which Azaka and Eliash were falling is only 1,800 feet.
Only
1,800 feet.
Mind you.
You fell from 1,000 feet in
So-
the air.
That is where we are going to pick up this evening. Off camera, we have re-rolled initiatives, so we'll be starting with a clean initiative board here for you guys, and we're going to pick up right in the thick of the action. So to set the stage for you guys, if I remember correctly, we have Pyre at the very edge of our nest, which is covered over there on the screen, but he's at the edge of the Terrafolk nest, looking out over the prodigious drop in front of him. You have Azaka and Eliash feather falling at 60 feet per round down the full 1,800 foot drop. You have Gideon and Meyer were on top of the plateau dealing with Terrafolk. You have Bright and Sploof
Yes.
at the back of the cavern with an unconscious Kaiho.
Oh, I'm unconscious.
Yes.
And
With a 21 initiative.
with a 21 initiative, and lying, waiting also atop the plateau is our dear Ranger Nyx with her spider Sunshine. I'm gonna roll back just momentarily. We're gonna go back a few hours actually for Kai, just so you know how you got where you got.
Okay, I like that.
Last thing you knew, you were in a tree looking down on Nanny Pepu, this old woman, this old crone. You had just thought to yourself, it was great that she couldn't see you when her eyes were drawn to you. Or more specifically, they were drawn to the two great big Terrafolk who landed on your shoulders, smacked you upside the head, and that's the last thing you remember.
Assholes.
Now, to describe these Terrafolk for you, they are 10-foot tall pterodactyl humanoids with 20-foot wingspans. So when they hit you, they hit hard, and so you have this great big whelp now on the side of your face, and you have punctures in your shoulders from where their claws dug in and flew off with you.
If any.
We'll say a couple points of bludgeoning and a couple points of piercing.
Lethal?
No,
Oh,
non-lethal. Non-lethal.
Okay.
So basically, you were taken by surprise. You got knocked out, and taken off into their eyrie
Roger.
to be eaten at a later date.
Yes, as one does.
As one does.
Yes.
Food a snack for the road.
I am.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes. Stored in the refrigerator.
Basically, like you do.
Yes.
Dear Nix, you were still tending to some of Sunshine's injuries. Boy, try saying that 3 times fast. When all of the brouhaha started up. You saw the 3 of your compatriots go down this, basically just this hole in the ground. You knew that they were going after Kai. You saw your other 3 compatriots set up sort of a blind of sorts, and then Meyer, in order to cause a distraction, started playing his bagpipes.
Fire, I'm assuming.
Oh yeah, fire the whole 9 yards.
Yeah. Okay.
It wasn't long after that. It wasn't long after that that you saw these enormous shapes fly up from underneath the edge of the cliff and start attacking your friends. It was fast and furious, and then one of them lands a really sharp blow, a lucky blow on Elias, knocks him out, grabs him by the shoulders, and carries him off the edge of the cliff. And just a few moments later, drops him. It is at this point that Azaka, who has been with you tending to Sunshine, sort of gets her courage up, and you see her run on all 4s, screaming all the way, right off the cliff and out into open space. She wraps her arms around Elias
That'll save him.
as they disappear below your line of sight. And that is where we are going to pick up. Because what happens out of the line of sight is Featherfall, obviously.
You know, our plan was working real well up till this point. I'd just like to point that out.
Yep.
Yeah, technically the plan is still going all right.
It is still working. It is still working.
It is still
Technically
working,
speaking.
technically speaking.
This is all
All
how
right.
we're gonna look
So,
Yes.
so we have new initiatives. We're going to start off the evening with Bright.
Okay.
You have a 21 initiative. Kai, you also have a 21 initiative, but you're unconscious.
unconscious.
So we're going to start with Bright. Bright,
Okay.
what would you like to do?
Let's see. Let's see. I'm at the back of the cave.
You're at the back of the cave with Sploof and
Okay,
with an unconscious
with
Kai.
An unconscious Kai.
My hero.
Yeah, that's right.
Thank you.
Okay, so let's see. And none of the Terrafolks have woken up. Right?
Roll me a perception check, real quick.
Okay. Let's see. I think 10.
10.
Yeah.
Okay. So no, none of the Terrafolk have woken up.
Okay. Okay. I am going to let's see. Is there enough room for like both of us to go up and back into the hole?
If you remember, it was a really
Yes, it
tight
was really narrow.
really tight
Yes.
squeeze. So no, you can't you can't
okay.
like have him like on your
okay,
back or
well,
anything
what
like
I'm
that.
going to do instead is I'm gonna do healing word.
You're gonna do healing word. Okay,
Yes.
excellent.
Thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome. Okay.
All right, so you will cast healing word.
Yes, I will cast healing word. Yes.
Should I have like 4 points of non-lethal damage?
It's like what? Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Unconscious?
The bigger thing is that you will be awakened at this point.
yes.
What else would you like to do? Because you still have movement.
Yes. Let's see. will.
Question.
You guys already told us you were coming out, right? That happened last
I
time.
think so.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Myers, these
We've
two
been
are
Yes.
radioing.
We are messaging. Yes. I am going. Let's see. Actually. Okay. I'm just. Let's see. I will use. I will use my movement to. Go. Yeah, I'll just use my movement.
Okay.
Or I'll just hold. I guess I can just hold my movement.
Okay.
Right? Or.
I don't know that you
Okay.
can do that.
Okay. Well, Okay. Then I will just move back towards. Or we're like in the mouth.
Yeah, you're in the mouth of the
Okay.
chimney.
I'm not gonna do it.
Okay.
Then, yeah, that's fine.
So you come to. You are at the back of what is obviously a cave. The stench that hits you is very reminiscent of a bird nesting area. Food, undigested food, fecal matter, urine, just stale air because very narrow openings, not a lot of cross breezes and things like that. You are lying on your back. You are lying on your back on what feels like a very smooth disc of some sort, and Bright is standing over you. Brightpaw is standing over you, as is Spoof.
I kind of, instinctually go into startle mode, and
Gosh.
I just kind of like go into a crouch, so I spend half my movement to,
Okay.
not be prone, and put my hand up onto the butt of my sword and look around.
Okay. So what you are seeing is you are at the back of a 60-foot deep cleft in rock. Between you and the obvious opening to that cleft, there are what look to be enormous. They're kind of akin to flamingo nests, so they're built up off the floor, built out of limbs and bones and held together with mud. There's about 12 to 20 of them. It's kind of hard to tell, just like real quick glance. 4 of them are occupied by shapes. Enormous sort of reptilian humanoid shapes.
So I look back at my friends, and I say,
You do also see Pyre silhouetted against the open sky at the far end of the cave.
in the open sky.
Yeah, he's standing against, just sky.
Okay,
Make a perception check.
Roger. Just so you know, I say in a whisper. I won't actually whisper so they can hear me. But I say in a whisper, as my explorer ancestors would secretly say, where the fuck are we? Let's see. Perception?
Yes.
Cool. 21.
21.
That's my
Okay.
number for the night.
Beyond Pyre, you can see Azaka. You can see Elias holding on to the tips of her boots, passing the opening of the cave.
Falling slow.
In sky.
Feather fall.
Well, it starts fast, and then about halfway down, you kind of see some arcane hooby jooby from Pyre, and they slow down, but they're still falling.
Do they seem like they need help, or?
They need help.
I'm not even
No,
gonna
they're
dignify that
fine.
with an
They're totally
answer.
fine.
I'm not even going to dignify
I
that.
just
with
don't.
an
Well, I
answer.
don't know if Like, is their feather fall a timed thing? Okay.
Wow,
Yeah.
roll me an Arcana check.
Oh, good call. You know what? I'm going to assume they might need help, actually.
Let's put it this way. Elias, what's your expression look like?
Can I ask so they are falling. Can I ask how far out from, like, a wall or
They're between.
would be?
It's hard to tell from where you are because they're backlit. Based on your some mental math, real quick, and how fast they were going by, they're probably 25 to 30 feet out from the cliff.
I can do that.
Well, they're also 100 feet away from you.
Yeah,
Yes.
Plus.
yeah,
Yeah, but they're falling slow, right?
they're falling slow.
Okay. So I guess for the rest of my turn, I got nothing else to do. I'm going to go to the edge, and I'm going to make my way down, and also spend my dash. I have a climb speed, so I can...
Okay, so
Wait,
you
heading this way.
Remember,
you have already
there's
used
sleeping.
you have already used
Oh.
half your movement to get upright.
Yeah.
You are 60 feet from the lip.
Oh.
This is as far as you can get.
Yeah. Okay.
Plus, there are sleeping terrafolk.
Careful.
So if you're not
So if
stealthy,
you're not being stealthy at all,
Yeah, let's stealth first.
Head up the chute.
so that's going to cut that in half.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, and what is your stealth bonus?
Go up the chute. Maybe I'm misunderstanding.
There is a chute.
Yeah,
so over
there's-
here in this corner, there's
Yeah.
a chute that goes all the way up.
Yeah,
That's how you
I'll-
guys got it.
I'll do that, sure.
I was about to say,
Okay.
go to the
Fit in that
sleeping.
Yeah. So
Okay,
What-
but I will do it in stealth.
What? Okay, so what? So you're a medium-sized creature. What type of armor are you wearing?
Oh, light.
Light armor. Okay, yeah, you're good. Okay,
Yeah.
so you're going to stealthily climb your way up the chimney then.
Yeah, with climb speed.
Uh,
The grapple hooks on the wraps on my hands come up, and I just kind of fling them up, and I ribbon dance up the chute.
All right, excellent. We are going to at this point stay within the cave as we did last time. So Pyre, that's going to bring us around to you. Sploof, you will be up next.
Okay, I got 15 on my initiative, just so you know.
Okay, thank you.
So I'm going to, since I've dropped invisibility, I'm going to the two of you, and I'm going to say, like, just motion, like. And then in classic Pyre, well, actually, first question. So I was looking out before I saw them falling. Is it straight down from where I am, or is there, like,
Yes. No,
cliffs
it's
beneath me?
It's
Oh,
sheer.
okay.
Okay,
I need to
good.
rethink my strategy.
Well, no, that's a good thing.
I mean, there probably is at some point down this plateau. It probably does start to curve out,
Right.
but at this point you can't see it for the clouds.
Good. Okay, so then in classic Pyre fashion, I'm going to salute and drop backwards and cast Featherfall as soon as they're back in range.
Okay, so you had already cast it on them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and so you're basically you're hitting all of
All three of us.
all three
yeah.
of okay, so all three of you with it. Okay, so that restarts the clock on that.
Real quick, guess what I rolled on stealth?
I'm going down with them.
Twist
Then I can
ones.
keep casting.
Oh, you rolled stealth.
Yeah.
Oh, I
That's why I asked for your bonus, but that's okay. 9. Okay. I think it still works out to a 21.
Did
Oh,
you roll 12 as
I
well?
did. I did.
It's my number.
Steven, how many times can you cast Featherfall?
Another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times.
Okay, yeah,
You're fine.
Oh,
you guys are fine.
You'll need at most 3 to get down.
oh.
If you want to preserve spell slots, though, you can wait a few seconds.
Fun dealing with whatever's at the bottom.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
But you will reach the Yes.
There's just a team.
We'll see. We'll see. Okay. So we'll move you. We'll move you outside now because you are no longer in the cave. Sploof.
He told me to I dash up the chute?
You did just see Pyre flip over backwards down an 1,800-foot cliff.
We both know feather fall.
Oh, okay.
She's wearing.
We both know feather.
Roll me a perception check.
Oh god. I'm gonna go ahead and burn one of those. That was
You have another one to burn.
goodness. I'm gonna burn another one apparently because my perception is terrible. There we go. That's more like it. So that's gonna be a 15.
15? Okay. So you likewise do see Azaka and Elias as they descend past the opening of the cave.
What?
What? Hey, what happened? What? Was there something there?
Our party was diving off the cliff apparently.
Are they?
There's something there, not
notice.
anymore.
Peter says to go up, so I'm going up.
Okay, so and
I
using
go
your
up the
movement to
chute.
go. Are you so you're dropping the Tensor's floating disc at this point?
Well, there's no one on it, so
Okay.
yes.
So dropping Tensor's floating disc, grabbing Hemorrhoid, and climbing up the chute.
Oh. Is Hemorrhoid alive again?
Yes, I recast
Okay.
him sometime last time.
Okay.
Yeah, you forgot about that, didn't you?
I killed Hemorrhoid.
Yeah.
That fireball.
Flambéed him.
When he killed himself, he flambéed Hemorrhoid.
Yes.
Or hemorrhoid. Oh, signal. Oh.
That's all right.
Alright.
Okay.
Hemorrhoid has
So, we will then move outside. Pyre's already gone, so that will start with Nyx.
Okay, so what am I seeing
Okay.
at this point?
So at this point, you are seeing 7 10-foot tall, 20-foot wingspan pterodactyl humanoids who
And we haven't killed one.
have not killed one yet. You see Gideon and Meyer fighting with them. You've seen several sort of eldritch blasts back and forth from the various members of the party. You've seen the Terrafolk all fling their spears and miss, for the most part, with them. So there are like 6 or 7 spears just lying on the ground everywhere. And you just saw Azaka and Elias go over the edge of the cliff.
Did I see Pyre too?
No, because he is below your line of sight. You would not be able to see him.
So you're up there with us?
Yes.
Yes, apparently.
Isn't in our blind.
Ah,
Oh, I forgot about the
How far
blind.
am I away from
The blind.
fighting?
You're about 30 feet away from it. You can get in the thick of it if you want.
do you want?
Gives you 3/4 cover. It's a +5 to your AC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty
Okay.
solid,
We
right?
took precautions.
Apparently
For
not
all the
enough.
good it does.
Yeah.
Alright,
If you can move in
oh, and these
cover.
they're humanoid.
They are humanoid. Actually, no. They are monstrosities.
One day you'll find a humanoid and be able to kill it.
We had some at the beginning, I feel like.
I don't know why you never
There's
take
things.
humanoid in this.
Alright.
Well, goblins are considered
I took humanoid last time and I did
No,
great.
those are goblinoid. You told me that last time.
Oh,
It's true.
This is true.
Goblinoids have their own subclass?
okay.
Because
Oh
I tried.
no.
Goblinoids are monsters.
Okay, I am going to join the fight.
Okay.
Welcome to the party.
Welcome to the blind.
Oh wait, I should be shooting things.
Yeah, pretty much. I'll use my move and get into the fray with that.
Okay, so there is one of the Terrafolk that is looking pretty beat up.
Yeah.
He's the one that was hexed.
Yeah.
There's one that was
He's attacking the
was
others.
mind controlled and has been attacking some of the others. And then you've got the one that just dropped your friend over the edge of the cliff.
If I remember right, Keith, didn't they all just run out of javelins too?
They did. Yes.
So they're going to be coming
And
in
I shot
melee.
the one that took him.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, there are
I know,
about
yeah.
4 of them that have taken hits. The one there's one that's looking really beat up right now.
Okay. I'm gonna. Okay, I'm going to. Actually, the one that dropped people off the cliff. How far away is that one?
That one's going to be about 50 feet away
Okay, so
from
it's
where
not-
they are. So by the time you get to them, it's about 50 feet away.
So it's within range of my. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to hunter's mark that one,
Okay.
and I'm going to shoot it.
Okay. Go for it.
I'm going to miss with a 5.
Oh yeah, that's going to miss. Unfortunately.
Oh well. Actually, hang on. I forget I have bonuses. 13 actually.
Ooh,
Still
so
miss?
close.
Okay.
But
I'm
yes,
still
that's
gonna miss.
still a miss. So close.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
Don't you get a second attack?
No.
We're at 5th level.
Yes,
revised
but
ones
I-
don't
Yeah, the
get that
revised
much.
Okay.
doesn't get the extra attack.
All right. Meyer.
The old Eldritch Blast.
Alrighty. Eldritch Blast. Still need to cast Hex on one of them.
Eldritch Blast.
This last time I used my reading word. The new round, I can cast Hex on
What? Yeah.
Yeah, we left off in the middle of a fight. What's that?
Am I heading towards that?
Yeah, you're heading towards
Yeah,
that.
it goes up towards where they are.
Yeah, you guys are using the back door, basically.
Ah,
Yeah.
all the best guys do.
It's always safest.
Yes, but it's dirtier.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's definitely true.
Yeah, but some guys don't mind that.
Alright, I am going to cast Hex on the one that dropped him.
Okay. So it's now hexed and marked.
Mm-hmm. And then I am going to cast Toll the Dead.
Okay.
The Wisdom saving throw of a 13.
Wisdom saving throw on the one that you just hexed.
Yes.
13. Okay. Well, let's see how that. Ooh, natural 20.
Oh, no damage.
Yeah, I don't have any inspiration either.
So,
Bummer.
Okay, but it's still Hex. So.
yeah.
And. Yep, I'm gonna stay covered.
Alrighty.
Probably.
Yes.
Eliash. Going down the mountain.
Oh.
Make a perception check.
I thought that was what your character said. Oh,
24.
24. Okay. So as you are hanging there from Azaka's boots, you're looking up past
Hey, cool,
her, and you do see Pyre take a swan dive off, and you kind of feel the feather fall engulfing you.
No.
So you get the sense that if you were to let go of Azaka at this point, you would still be okay.
But do I want to?
That is entirely up to you.
I better hang on for safety.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know. So
Safety.
Pyre's right next to us now.
He's a little ways behind you guys. He's higher. He waited
Okay.
until you went past to follow suit. He's probably at this point. He's probably about 60 or so feet above you.
Okay, I'm gonna take some rope and start just taking my rope out and tying them together.
Oh, okay.
And attaching a crowbar to one end.
Okay. So you can attach. So you can tie the knots, one rope to another. One, each round. So
Okay.
so one rope to one.
No, that's
is one
fine. That's
round.
all I'll be doing because I'm just falling now.
Okay.
You've got the time.
I've
Got the time.
Good time.
All right. Okay. So obviously your movement is feather falling 60 feet.
Yep.
So we're just gonna read that as read.
Uh huh.
That's you, and now it is Azaka's turn. And Azaka,
Uh-oh.
Oh dear.
has to make a wisdom
Oh,
save
dear. Yep.
and fails.
Oh,
Shocking.
And so all of you now hear this very, very distraught yell as Azaka is fading down the side of the cliff, and unfortunately that will be her turn because she is now incapacitated with fear.
Ballsack.
This isn't new.
Yeah, this is nothing new.
And now,
I see we chose the best guide.
I mean, I think we did.
We
She
did.
did.
and
Definitely
now
correct heights.
it is their turn. The Terra folk.
Oh, yeah.
Blast. I got
Okay.
a 4.
Welcome to the battle. You have 4 hit points left?
No,
So-
initiative.
Oh.
Oh.
No, I have a good amount of hit points. Okay, good.
So,
Where's
so
mine at?
evens are staying atop, odds are diving. So diving.
Don't they all have to die considering they have no range?
They don't have to get in range. Like they don't have to keep attacking us.
We are 20.
21.
21. It is the 21st day of the death curse.
The first day of the death curse, we're all going to die.
Okay.
Was that a Christmas carol you just?
Yeah, it was.
Hi. You're awesome.
How most of my rhyme raps work. It's all Christmas.
Christmas in the jungle.
All right. So you guys do see the flock of Terrafolk split. 4 of them peel off and dive down the side of the cliff.
You mother
3 of
trucker.
them stay up top.
Good thing you have my bow, huh?
How many do we stay at top?
Oh, I do have your bow.
3 of them. 3 of them stay
The
up
one that
top.
I
My one's stuck
hexed.
The one that you hexed is one of the first to peel off and go down. The one that you hexed and the one that you have, the one that you hexed and the one that you have marked.
Don't worry, you'll know if
stay
we died or if it died.
Okay, so we'll start there. Also, the one that you mind controlled
Yeah.
is in the diving group.
Okay.
Good, that maybe he'll whittle some of
Oh,
them
so
down
the odds
before
are
they
like-
get to us.
Yeah.
Even as to whether he hits one of you or one of the Terrafolk.
Yeah.
Lovely.
All right.
50-50.
So they have a fly speed of 50. They're actually not.
No, they're not going to get
They're,
to
well,
us.
there's for one round they'll be within range, and then after that, you guys will be pulling away. So just one round.
Wait, we dropped 120? Technically? Or how far did we drop?
I mean, it's all. This is all sort of the same
Okay.
round, so
All
it's
All right.
it's
No, you don't have
it's
to. You don't have
compressed.
to.
It's this has been two sessions, but
Uh-huh.
this is all like the same 6 seconds.
Mhm.
So
Just roll your dice, East. Just roll your dice.
all right, so we got one coming in, and there's 1, 2, 3 guys.
There's 3. Well, one of us is unconscious, but I don't think they'll care about that.
This is a long 6 seconds.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, if you go down, I'm dead this
No,
time.
it's not concentration. If any of them are at me, would you let me know?
Yeah, I will.
No,
Uh,
even if it's not concentration, when you die. Your spell goes away, and I drop down.
So the first one swoops in after
It's just
Azaka,
concentration.
but misses with his bite attack. Makes a claw attack, which will actually hit, I believe.
I can't do anything.
5. Yeah, that's gonna hit for 1d6 plus 2 points of damage, so 6. And then second claw attack is a natural 20.
Yeah,
6,
keeping those 20s.
8, another 10 points of damage.
Never used to roll them until you got those dice.
Okay.
Are those the blessed?
Yes.
Oh, pass.
Yep.
The
ass cock.
okay, so there's 1, 2, 3. 1,
Don't
2,
try
3,
and think how it
4, 5,
works, Steven. Stop that.
Okay, so the one that's mind controlled actually goes after Azaka as well.
Oh, we're just gonna lose Azaka right here, right now.
Bite
Easy,
attack
chance.
misses. No,
Be okay with it.
no, I'm sorry. Bite attack hits.
Should probably be okay with it.
Bite attack hits for 6 points of piercing damage. Claw attack will hit for 5 points of slashing damage. And then misses with the second claw attack. And swoops away.
And there's still one or two more.
Wait, did you say swoops away?
Swoops away from
away.
her.
She's
She
within 5 feet of
Us?
you.
she's within 5 feet of you.
I don't have any melee anything. So.
Yeah, attack of opportunity. Why the F not? Because I'm gonna die either way. That is. What is that? 17.
17 will hit.
Jungle, they said.
Go into the jungle, they said.
Yeah.
Save yourself, they said.
It's so good. Oh, it's
Oh, dang it. Hold on, I have. Piss. 4 points of damage.
4 points.
I don't have my crimson right on because I went unconscious.
Okay, so when you so Meyer,
Yeah.
remind me what it was that you cast to control the creature.
Enemies abound.
Enemies abound. Okay, does
Yeah.
it
Intelligence
yes.
save.
when it takes damage? It takes another.
Yes.
It gets
Yes.
another save.
Intelligence save.
Okay, and it has to be what? 13.
Yeah, 13.
Not with a 5. It doesn't.
Yay!
Okay, so it is still under your spell. Third one is Zaka cannot catch a break
Gosh,
tonight, guys.
she's just gonna die here right now. I literally can't do anything to save her. Yeah. For after she hits the
15 with the bite attack will hit for 7 points of damage.
Oh no.
So,
How's she looking? Bad?
Not too bad. I mean, you can see
Oh,
the
not
you can
too
see the
bad?
wounds are starting to stack up, but she still looks hale and hearty. First claw attack misses. Second claw attack will hit. Yes, will hit for 8 points of damage. Final Terrafolk diving. Let's see how many of you are there. There's
There's 3 of us.
3 of you guys. So let's do this. So this one's actually going to come after you.
Okay, that's a 7.
Okay, so that's a 7 plus. So 7 plus 5, 12.
Shield, and it misses.
Okay.
Shielded it.
And claw,
That's also a 7.
also a 12.
Miss.
Shield, and, oh, nope, that
Nope.
hits.
No, shield lasts
Shields
until
last
your
for
next turn.
Oh, then miss.
Okay. And
Sorry, I was looking at
final
that.
claw attack.
Natural
Would that be a
20?
7?
It would be a 7,
Imagine that.
What a
which is
surprise.
not going to hit you.
Nope.
That was 7 after its bonus, and then it swoops away.
can't hit this one.
So, okay. Oh yes, you've already used your reaction this round. That's right.
And I don't have, well, I guess I technically have my quarter stuff. No.
Yeah. Okay. That was the last one.
I'll be like butter.
That was the last one diving. You guys will be out of their reach next turn. But that's
Until
a
they come
problem
after
for
us.
the next turn. Now for the ones that stayed up top, and there are now a lot more targets than there were. Well,
There's
there's only the
3.
same number of targets.
Plus
Right.
sunshine.
Plus sunshine.
Well, I'm
but
pretty much with some.
Yeah, but it's still there.
Okay, so the first one is going to come after you.
You get +5 to your AC.
Plus 5 to your AC. This is. It is taking multiple attacks. Bite, claw.
And
9 is not going to hit you, I assume.
No.
you also get an attack of
10.
opportunity when it flies away.
Is not going to attack or not going to hit you. And neither is an 8. 8, 9, 10, ladies and gentlemen. Nyx is safe this
Actually,
round.
that was 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yeah, it was.
Yes, it was. It was 7, 7, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Well done.
Wake up. Okay.
Don't do it. Don't listen to him.
Then
Stay
it
in the
shoots
box.
away. You get an attack of opportunity.
Oh, sweet. I'm gonna shoot an arrow.
Okay.
It attacks
melee.
attacks
Oh, it
with
has-
melee.
I'm holding
Technically,
my
it just
bow.
has to be adjacent.
You have to take a melee attack
Good.
on attack
You can't
of
take a
opportunity.
ranged attack as an attack of opportunity.
Do you have a sword?
A
Well,
dagger.
yeah, but
Dagger.
I'm holding my.
She's holding her bow right now.
Oh,
I could poke it
Drop.
with an arrow.
Drop your bow, dagger it, and on your next turn, pick your bow back up.
Can I
It's
do
only
all
an
of that?
interaction. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. You
Dropping
got-
your bow is a free action. Drawing the dagger is
An interaction.
is an interaction. Quick, and then you
And next turn, your
Next turn, you'll
interaction
drop
would
the
be
dagger,
to-
pick up the bow.
Yeah.
yeah.
And when you take an attack of opportunity next turn, you'll drop the bow. Oh
Yeah.
no, you won't get
Can I
one.
do that with a short sword instead of a dagger?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess I will do that.
Don't roll the green one.
Yeah.
It was rolling good earlier.
Well, it's now.
You rolled out all the good earlier. Is the problem?
Retired.
Well, a 9.
No, sorry.
Okay, yeah.
So you take the
That's fine.
swipe, but
Nine.
it's just so fast that as you don't even get to it as it goes by. All right. So where are we? You. That one will be after you.
Oh, good.
Gideon.
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 22 without shield.
23.
Oh.
23 for the bite.
I'll go ahead and let it hit me. I will allow this.
You'll
I
allow.
will allow this.
Yeah,
he
okay.
says.
We'll allow it.
Okay.
Shield does.
So that's
But you
going
might
to
want to save
ooh.
spells.
So that's max damage. So that's going to be 10 points of piercing damage. And then the claw attacks. 18 and 17.
I'm gonna take my attack of opportunity as it flies away.
Okay.
That's a.
It hits.
I'm pretty sure it hits, but that's a 22 to hit.
Oh yeah, that's gonna hit.
Oh, and you missed. It has shield.
No!
These guys are not that smart.
It has +8 against gingers.
That's 17 points of damage from the
Ow.
sword total.
17 points. Okay. The final Terrafolk,
Terrafolk will go.
the one that you have hexed.
Actually, I made a mistake on that. Apparently, that one and the enemies abound are both concentration, so hex would not work.
Okay. So it's not.
It's not, it is,
If you wanted to keep it hexed, you could have just dropped enemies abound.
but I'd rather have it attack. So.
Okay. All right. So, well, that would have been the one that you had hexed. It's
Yes.
the one that you have marked. It's gonna come after you.
Okay. We got
All
this
right.
one,
So let's just go ahead and do the bite attack. 21.
Yeah.
21 for 8
One.
points of piercing damage.
How many?
8 points of piercing damage.
Make that save.
Yeah.
Oh, the con save.
That's gonna be a con save.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make that con save for me.
Oh!
That's a 1.
That is a 1.
That
is-
is.
Okay.
Goodbye,
Welcome
Mark.
to the
So
Cliffmire.
the world goes black around you. And so you don't know that with its next claw attack. It
Oh,
hits
no.
and grapples you and picks you up and flies away.
No! Not our tall dwarf.
Actually, I kind of wanted this.
I wanted this.
Does he want to die? He doesn't want to be good anymore.
So
Like, I don't know how to do this.
Pretty much.
so go ahead, just for the claw attack, go ahead and mark down another 4 points of piercing
Oh,
damage.
jeez.
Oh my god.
I'm not at 0 yet.
Oh, but he's so close.
Question.
Yes.
So it swooped down, picked him up, and swooped back up.
Yes.
How far off the ground is it right now?
Well, they've got a fly speed of 50, so he's probably got about 10 feet right now.
Right.
Since he was unconscious.
Is well, how tall are the
No.
how tall are the trees around us? Because we built like a little blind thing.
Right. I mean they're pretty tall.
Okay.
They're you know,
All right. That's
15, 20 feet maybe.
I know what you're doing.
Oh,
yeah. That's
I
what
know
I'm
what you're
doing.
doing.
Okay. All right. So that's all of them.
I'm gonna die.
Yes, we are.
That's all of them, and that brings us around, my friend,
To me.
to you.
Look at that. I'm gonna use second wind to get back 11 hit points.
Okay.
Good call.
Nice.
Very good call at
yeah,
this
very
point.
good call.
And then I would like to use my shoes of spider climbing to run up one of the trees and jump onto the terrafolk that just grabbed him.
Oh
Well,
my god.
Oh, that's a choice.
Have you?
Attuned them? Yes.
Yes, you have. You have had
we
time.
did that
Okay.
last night.
Okay.
Oh my god.
I
Sure.
got these off the adventurers, so I have shoes that let me run up surfaces. So
Yeah.
I'm just gonna run up the
Yeah.
tree and jump onto the terrafolk.
All
and
right.
attack.
So you're going to run up the tree and make me an acrobatics check to jump onto the back of the terrafolk.
That is a 17.
17. That'll be enough. It's not pretty, but you'll get there.
All right, I'm going to attack the terrafolk as I land on it. No.
Jumping on it is your
Yeah,
action.
that's my action. That's fine. That's fine.
Can you jump attack? Because I hug attack.
Sorry,
Oh.
not this time.
Okay.
Concentrating on making sure that you
Um,
actually land.
Are
on
Meyer
it.
and I enough to weigh it down?
Quite. Do you have 2 attacks?
No.
Okay.
I'm a 3rd level warlock, 2nd level fighter.
Gotcha. Because, yeah, aggressive.
That is a very good question.
Can it carry a dwarf and
And me.
and
It
him?
has a strength of 17.
Yes.
So yes, it can carry you guys both.
That's what my bird had.
It's having to work for it.
It having to work for it, but it can still
Do you slow it down at all, or is it still?
Yeah, you will slow it down, and yeah, you're going to cut its speed in half. So it's only got a 25 fly speed at this point. All right, back around to the top of the round.
So I'm unconscious, right?
You are unconscious.
The
Yes.
kitty.
So back around to the top of the round, Miss Bright. So Kai has gone up the chimney.
Yep, and
Sploof has gone up the
I
chimney.
will also.
And you'll go up the chimney. So
Yes,
that.
can I-
Anything else you want to do?
Dive, you stupid bird, dive.
You did also see.
Well,
Pyre jump. You
yeah.
know,
Okay.
give you the salute and fall over
Yes.
backwards.
Yes. Okay. So yeah, I will climb up the chimney.
Okay.
Using my movement.
You have
And I
climb
will-
speed too?
Yes, I have climb speed.
Yeah,
That's
Tabaxi
awesome.
has.
Yeah. Yes, I have 20 feet.
Back speed, cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. So next round you'll pop out
Okay.
on the top.
Okay. Awesome.
This round you pop
Pop
out,
out.
and so will you, Sploof.
How many
Can-
bad
I
guys
can't-
are up?
Can I
Oh, sorry.
like
I'm sorry,
climb
yeah.
twice? If
Yeah,
I
you can dash.
Yeah, you can
can I
dash.
dash?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
You can do it as a bonus action, as a matter of
Yeah, I
fact.
can. I can
Okay.
do a bonus action.
Movement.
So I will use
So you
my movement, and dash
bonus action dash.
to
Okay.
get-
So yeah, you'll actually pop out this round as
Okay.
well.
Okay.
Which means you'll sort of skitter past Sploof and Kai on the way up, showing them how it's done. And as you pop out, you do see. At this point, you see. What was it? It was 3. Yes, 3 of the Terrafolk.
Okay.
One of them has got. So one of them has Meyer in its claws underneath him,
Yep.
with Gideon on its back, and it's making for the cliff.
Okay.
so well.
Pretty much what Bright thinks. She's like, oh, of course, of course.
Apparently, we did have an exit strategy.
Yeah, jump off the cliff.
Jump off the cliff,
That's
okay.
the thing that we're all.
All right, so
I guess
so that's actually going to use all your
Yeah, that
actions
will
to get up,
yeah,
but you'll
that's
see what's going
Did you
on.
use your bonus?
She
Yeah, I
dashed
used
with a bonus
yes, I
action.
dashed. with my
Yeah,
bonus
so
action.
she used her movement,
I used my
bonus
movement.
action, and then action to dash as well. And that covered to
Oh,
the top.
gotcha.
Yeah.
So she pops up and she sees what's going on.
So now,
So you'll pop out Kai,
Pop out.
and you'll see the same thing. You'll see 3 Terrafolk. This is your first real good look at them that are not, actually out doing things. 10-foot tall bodies, vaguely humanoid, 20-foot wingspans. There are bloody beaks and claws, and one of them has Meyer, an unconscious Meyer, in its claws. Gideon is on top of it, and it's flying for the cliff.
well, that seems to be handled properly. So I'll just look at the other two. No, I'm just kidding. So are they adjacent at all?
No,
No.
they're
They're scattered.
They're kind of scattered. Yeah.
20-foot wingspan, so they have to be a ways.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Are they other than the one flying with these two?
All of them are flying. They're all flying.
Oh,
They're like swooping down
They're
in
swooping
at us
in.
and then swooping back out. That's why we built like cover around us, so that when they came
You
in,
do
we
also
could-
see the blind with Nyx in it.
Okay. Excellent. So here's what I'm going to do.
Run.
Since I'm not, since I don't have any ranged weapons, I'm going to get by like close to Nyx, but I'm not going to come with stealth.
Okay.
And I'm going to ready an action. The trigger is one swoops down to attack Nyx. I
Okay.
will make my attack before that.
Okay. All right. So you have that held action. You're up. We'll go ahead and say Sploof. You pop out right behind him and kind of take the lay of the land as well.
You see these. This is what's going
Just a little
on.
goblin head.
And you see Meyer in the clutches of one of the Terrafolk, and you see Gideon on its back,
That's the plan.
How high up are they?
about 10 to 15 feet.
Okay, so not a terrible fall.
No, not a terrible fall, but heading
Right
for
now.
the cliff face.
At least wake me up.
I'm not sure that I can. How far away from me are they?
About 30 to 40 feet.
Ooh, okay, so this will still work. I'm gonna look and I'll just be like, what?
That's about right.
Nine spike! And I don't have to roll an attack for that one. He has to make a wisdom save.
Okay.
These poor things have
So
to
this
be
was
burned.
also the one that Nyx had marked. Not that it matters to you.
I wouldn't have known that.
You would not have known that. And it's a wisdom save. What does it have to be?
15?
Does not.
So it's going to take 18 damage.
Nice.
Very nice. Very nice.
As a side note to everyone watching, we haven't killed one of these things yet.
Nope.
Not
Nope.
a one.
We come
Not a
close to
one.
one of them.
Have we?
Oh.
Yeah, the one we hammered
One of
right
them.
at the beginning.
Yes.
Now have
And that's
the,
one of 7.
Have the ones down below woken up yet?
In the cave.
We don't
We
know.
don't
We don't
You
know
know.
because no one's down there.
Okay, fair enough.
You
I'm
know?
going to send Hemorrhoid.
Talked about, you know.
Okay, so you're gonna send hemorrhoid back down. Okay.
Yes.
You guys can still leave.
Make a perception check for hemorrhoid.
I'm okay when I get to I'll be fine.
Does the Terrafolk not get a save to not drop them from getting hit?
Haven't gotten to that yet.
Okay. Just
12?
12? Big shapes, dark place. It's kind of hard to tell. Squeak!
I'm gonna have him stay. I'm gonna have him stay kind of close to the little vault opening there.
Okay.
But keep eyes open and watching everything.
Okay. Okay, cool. Right, so let me leave these marks on real quick just to get through this. Fire.
Hold on to your butts!
What's that mean?
Not further fall.
What?
Okay.
Fireball.
Okay.
I'm gonna murder you.
Okay.
Hold up two bird fingers as they're falling.
Bird is the word.
So DC 15.
DC 15. Okay.
And that's Dex,
Oh.
unfortunately.
Okay. They're close enough. You can try and get all of them.
Yep.
Okay. So Dex 15.
Mm-hmm.
All of them fail.
Fail, 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 fail.
All of them take 32 points of fireball.
Yeah!
If they're not dead yet, I'm gonna.
Nice. Nice.
I bet
Okay.
the one that we have is dead.
Let me do some math here. So 32.
That was a good choice made.
Thank you.
Good for you.
That was awesome.
This might be one of the craziest things we've ever done in a game.
Yeah, now I have to get Featherfall back up before we hit the ground. Which
Is this the crazy?
You've got time.
Yeah,
That's true.
you
We've
have
got
to-
time. So many of us were in
Just all waited
Giant
Okay,
island?
so that's gonna be.
That wasn't even
that's
that
a good
crazy.
Was it? It was a dragon.
We just couldn't communicate.
But we still can't communicate now.
Okay, so
That's why we
that
put
one
the
make
that's why
so
we
the
put
very
the
first
ring,
one
remember?
takes the massive damage, makes his Constitution save, and makes it. That's the one that a lot of damage has been done
Is
to
that
it.
one dead?
It is not dead.
None of them are dead. We hit them so many times.
they have a lot of hit points.
Bullcrap.
Apparently.
Bullcrap.
Were we prepared for this fight? No.
No.
Are we gonna fight them anyway? Yep.
Yep.
So we're falling. How far are you going to let us fall before you activate it again?
6 seconds.
Well,
You
you
guys
guys are
ready
going
for a
places.
CPK?
Are you?
Okay,
Maybe more.
so
Can you imagine
there's
me
this
going unconscious?
bright flash of light, and they're all singed. And now let's have them, let's say, make wisdom saving throws.
Definitely can't catch up to you.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
the point.
Yep.
And they all fail.
What?
They all fail their wisdom saves. Okay.
To do what?
And Firebolt. At whoever looks most hale.
Most hail or
Hail?
Or no, so they all
They are-
are still conscious.
Wait, how are you?
they're all
casting
still
Fireball?
conscious. Yes.
It's a cantrip.
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
cast a cantrip as a
As a
bonus
bonus
action.
action, yeah.
But you
If
cast
the
fireball.
spell you cast is a bonus action.
Oh, that's right. It's not. Never mind.
Yeah.
I was
Okay.
about to say,
All
you
right.
can't cast 2 spells in the same turn.
Well, you. Yeah.
You can, but it's a
Yeah.
very special
Yeah.
circumstance.
Yeah.
So you guys are now falling
Faster.
faster and faster and faster and faster. We'll come back to that next round.
Wake up.
It's
Okay.
like someone pumping
Next.
the brakes. You're like,
Okay, so at this point I'm by myself on the ground.
As far as you know, yes. Actually, make a perception check.
As far as you know.
That's unnatural 20.
As far as you know. Missed it by that much.
You
Okay.
could try and shoot Meyer out of the clutches of this thing.
Oh, actually, let
up.
me do go back because I did intend on what was it that caused damage? Yeah, yeah, still held on to it. Okay,
Okay, so the one that has
has Meyer and Gideon.
is not the one I hunter's marked.
It is.
It is?
It is.
Yay!
Oh, yeah.
Convenient. All right, well then I'm gonna shoot that one.
Okay.
And the ankles. Make it drop it.
You have advantage.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's flanked.
Unnatural 20.
Unnatural 20 will hit.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's incredibly distracted.
Yes.
It's a D6.
Thank you. Okay, 12 points of damage.
Any 20s?
12 points of damage.
I
Okay.
don't know. No, I don't know. Hold on. No, I know what you're thinking. Stop that. You might be hitting the ground soon. I'm going to be hitting
Fine.
I won't
Gosh,
be.
I forgot I took Hail of Thorns.
That would have been bad for them.
Meyer,
Yeah.
She's like, eh.
take another point of bludgeoning damage as it loosens its grip and you fall to the ground.
Well,
Hooray!
I'm
Yeah.
free!
Gideon,
Does
you're
that
still
wake him up?
Can I roll?
Does it kill him?
Can I roll another save
No, he's
to
got
wake
3
up?
hit points.
though?
When it's his turn?
No, I'm just gonna say that when it's your turn. When it's your turn.
Okay.
Gideon, you are still atop.
Yes,
it.
I am.
But actually, go ahead and make that save because it's your turn now. Unless you want to do something else.
I don't think there's anything else I can do.
Yeah, just move.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, yeah.
21.
29. The crunching of the impact of you on the ground is enough to jar your senses awake. Your shoulders are sore. They're a little bit bloody, and you're looking at the tail end of a larger than human-sized pterodactyl, which also happens to have Gideon atop it.
Hey, look at that.
You know, with your guys' weird, like, dream relationship thing, it'll be really interesting to see what will happen to one of you if the other one dies.
The other one dies.
Yeah.
It
We
would
might
be.
find out.
No, I'm hunting your soul. I will always be in your dreams.
So what you doing there?
Um,
You are prone.
how close to the edge am I?
You're about 5 feet from the edge.
Oh, that was so close.
And you're almost over it.
That's right, I have a plan.
Oh, you have a plan.
I thought this through. I have a
I
plan.
have a goddamn plan.
Okay.
Wow.
Because I am like,
Closer than I thought.
I am nearing death. Like, I'm down to 3 hit points.
Have some faith.
And so, I
Come over to me and I'll heal you.
I mean, yeah.
Physician, heal thyself.
I want to go out in a blaze of glory.
You just got saved.
I did not jump on this thing for you to die.
Shoot it at least.
Okay.
Save your friend.
Eldritch Blast. Heal yourself. Do something.
So yeah, kill the thing right now.
Blaze of glory. That was in character.
I will do Eldritch Blast on one he's riding.
Okay.
One for each beam. Oh, seriously? That's gonna be a miss.
A 4 and a 3.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, that's gonna be a miss.
Okay, and then with my movement, I'm gonna jump off the cliff.
Oh.
What?
Why?
Okay.
Why?
Everybody else was doing it, and he's an idiot.
Everybody else is doing it.
If your friends jumped off a cliff,
Now no
Actually,
one
you've
would
only seen
say.
one person jump off a cliff.
This is true.
Yeah.
And how do you? Yeah, I've
Actually,
only
you
seen
haven't
fall
seen
off.
anyone jump off a
It's
cliff.
true.
Oh, yeah, you didn't see it.
Yeah, you
You've only seen me
Well, I
get
mean, you saw
tossed.
Zaka
You
jump
saw
off the
Zaka
cliff.
jump after
Yeah.
him, but you didn't see Pyre, and he didn't jump. He was dropped.
Yeah.
There's no way I'm surviving.
And honestly, at this point, even looking over the
You
cliff,
don't see.
they're dots.
You're never
Like
gonna catch
right
up.
at the very top of the cloud.
Just
cover.
save yourself, please. Because this idiot's gonna kill us because he took feather fall
You could
off.
probably
You'll
still die
die
without
later,
jumping
I
off.
promise.
Yeah. Yeah, you could probably still die.
Don't worry.
Mm,
I mean, if
Maybe
you want
wanna
to,
die in a
it's
place
your
of
character.
glory, make
But
sure it's glorious.
Not.
Not just,
I'm just-
jumping off.
Don't
Yeah.
just say it.
There will be better opportunities.
Yes. Yes.
that's a good idea.
That's a good idea.
What?
Take
That is-
383 points of damage.
Well, I mean, if they attack me again, I'm dead.
Yeah,
You know
we'll
that.
wait for that to
Go
happen.
out fighting.
I can't. Well, I mean, only
Healing spells?
I can do like 1d4.
Don't you want to die?
That's better than anything else.
Yeah.
Let them attack you and die that way. Don't jump off the cliff.
I'd rather jump off the cliff and my bad times.
I got back.
I got backpacks. I'll use them as a parachute.
Well, do what you're gonna do, man. I've said my piece.
No, I
I'm
mean,
just
like,
saying, it
Lands
is.
are
It's,
just-
it's essentially fabric. So why couldn't you use the backpacks as a parachute?
Or
Yeah,
when
they're
you
not
bounce
big.
off of it,
I
it's
feel
Or
like
at
if
least you
that
could
were a
attempt
thing,
to.
more Scotsmen would be skydiving.
but we got 3 around us, right?
Right.
take them.
Take them out, man.
Well, two.
Not counting the one I'm on, there's 2 others.
Yeah, there's 2
Yeah.
others, not counting the one that he's on.
How much can you heal?
I think I have.
I mean, I just have feelings.
A
Uh,
lot.
Do also make me a perception check real quick while you're trying to figure out what else you're doing. Do at least
I
give me that.
have cure wounds.
A nat
so
20.
a
Unnatural
D8
20? Okay.
Plus my spell casting.
I'll tell you like I told her. Missed it by that much.
Yeah.
Oh.
Missed what?
You do, however, you do see Sploof and Bright as
You
well.
guys could always just run.
We probably
Wait.
should.
I was probably makes.
Yeah, but you didn't tell me that you were, so I didn't have it rolled.
Fine, I won't kill myself. Alright. I will cast.
I will
healing-
give in to the peer
You
pressure.
convinced me not to kill myself.
You convinced me.
I will cast Healing Word as a reaction.
As a bonus action.
So that's 5,
See, that's better than whatever you're at now.
All right.
and then I will use my movement to go towards Nick.
Okay, so you'll use half of it to stand up, and then you'll have 15 feet towards Nyx. Okay. That's assuming 30 feet.
Yes. Actually 25.
25.
Yeah, dwarf.
Okay. So yeah. Okay. Use 15 of it to stand up. The other 10 to get towards Nyx. All right. Right. So that takes us to Elias. Your throat is your stomach is in your throat as the feather fall that had slowed you goes away.
Okay.
And looking up, you see this fireball engulf the terrafolk.
Mm-hmm.
And then it starts to get a little hazy gray as you start to fall into the clouds.
Okay. I am going.
Pressure
To die.
Is Azaka near me?
She's still right there with you.
Alright, I'm gonna grab her around the waist, start praying, and I'm gonna dodge.
Dodging clouds.
Make me an athletics check to grab on to your skydiving partner.
I do it. 24.
Oh yeah, you got her. Easy.
Okay.
Sometimes
She's not even she's not even attempting.
Dwarven Forge, I get to hit die.
Okay.
Hope for the best.
All right. All right.
That. I get
All right, so Azaka, wisdom save at disadvantage. Yeah, she is still freaking out.
Shocker.
Are her claws longer and sharper than you remember?
What do you mean claws?
Oh,
Fingernails.
crap.
Oh no!
Oh shit! I'm going to be dinner.
Make me a nature check.
A nature check?
This is not how I thought you would go.
Oh my god!
Okay.
My would sharp claws.
My
Sharp claws.
I'm going to die.
All right, so
She's fighting right now,
so that's the Terra folks'
I don't know what
turn.
they say about chicks with wide wingspans.
So the
Nope, I do not.
please tell me. Okay, good. So I'm not the only one. So Terra folk, the ones that were diving, have just been through a freaking fireball. They all failed their wisdom saves, so they pull up and start flying as far away as they possibly can from you.
I wanted to roll lots of dice again.
Well, technically, what is the range?
They've got a fly speed. No. So they've got a fly speed of 50 feet. You guys are doing
More than
a little
that.
more than that, straight towards the ground. So they are going to be out of your range.
Isn't it funny? I can't see you, I can't feather fall you.
Oh no.
Yep. Well,
I said he was starting to.
yeah.
We'll get back to that.
Well, at least I'll die coughing a feel.
No.
Okay. So
Yeah, that was.
Yes.
okay.
Last moments of my life.
So Max.
Since you were gonna die anyway.
Yeah. Here you go. Here you go, buddy.
Here's a pity.
Yeah. And all of those is I die.
All right.
Spin them all when you hit the
So
If I roll a natural 20, can I survive?
what do we have? We got 1, 2. Well, you're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay.
And I'm still hit.
Yeah. You're still hidden. All right.
Let me know when they go for her.
Yeah.
I'm going
Yep.
to
Yeah.
Cookie.
Even worse idea than before.
Okay.
The last one was
So,
I know this one's worse.
so the first one is actually going to go after you, right?
Okay.
And it's going to be bite, claw. 24.
Yeah.
24 hits. You will take 10 points of piercing damage as the teeth sink in. And then claw. 23.
Oh yeah.
Oh goodness.
So that'll be 8 points of slashing damage.
Oh goodness.
Wait, we weren't like behind the blinds.
No.
No. Okay. 'Cause we
And-
just.
Yeah. And then final slash with the claws.
What was the second one?
8 points of slashing.
Uh-huh.
And then final attack is going to hit as well for another 4 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And then it swoops away, and you have a reaction to take your. You have the opportunity attack if you'd like it.
Get him bright. You can do it, Butticus.
If I don't die. That was a lot. Okay, I am going. Let's see. I'm going to attack of opportunity with
What are you laughing at over there?
with my rapier,
Okay.
and let's see.
And you thought fighting the adventurers was difficult. Was
Do I have to roll
interesting.
that?
Yes.
Okay. Oh wow, that was not very good. Let's see.
This music's too peaceful for what's going on.
In actuality, there's
It's
it's like every everything around us is going bananas.
Will
Just
a-
air
Let's
passing
see. Will a 7 hit? No.
No, a 7 will not hit.
Okay.
Okay. Right.
Rocky Mountain climbing.
All right.
Strangely
So that was your opportunity attack.
Yes.
The second one,
Terrafolk, oh yeah.
Guys, press top.
guys.
Sorry.
Okay, so the next one is coming after you, Sploof. Bite, claw. 18.
I can react to that, right?
It would still hit.
Even with shield.
Yeah, shield is a +5. It would still die.
Oh,
I might, and it might be worth saving until the save one.
yeah, it is.
So 18 hits. You will take 4 points of piercing damage as it bites you.
You could be worse. You could be mauled by a Zaka.
Then it will slash at you with its claws. 19.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry, 20. Unnatural 20.
Well,
Still, yeah. That's going to be 6 points of slashing damage. And second claw attack, oh my god, 21
yep.
for 7 points of slashing damage.
Oh, damn.
Alright, is that half?
For 7.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well,
Roll your Constitution save.
No way. No way.
Does it beat 10?
It's beat 10.
As
session.
long as you
What do
know
I have
how.
to beat?
You have to beat 10.
Oh, 10. I'm still up.
Okay.
I'm not
and
happy
then-
about it.
And then it swoops away, so you get an opportunity
Yeah,
attack
and I did.
if you'd like.
Yes, I would like.
Do you have a melee weapon?
You have a melee weapon that you can take that attack
Yes,
with.
I do.
Okay.
I have. Yeah, actually, yes. Yes, I am. So, I'm,
I always have a melee weapon.
does the 17 hit?
Yeah, actually it
Well,
does.
actually, it was an 18. D.
1d6. But you can use 2 hands, right?
Oh, thank you. So that's gonna be 3. Oh, whopping
points.
3 points of
Yeah.
damage.
Every point helps.
Is that plus your strength?
Oh, I don't have a plus to my strength.
So yeah. So yes.
I'm a little squishy goblin.
Okay.
So, you know.
All right. So it swoops away. The one that's carrying you.
Yeah, what's it gonna do?
Okay, so I have a very important question.
None went after her.
None of them went after her.
So,
Sorry.
I don't know how that works.
Random
after
number
me.
the random number
Thank you.
generators
By
were
the
not in your
way,
favor.
I screwed that up.
May
if I
I-
used 2 hands, I could do a D8.
Okay.
I would have stayed with you. Come over
Well,
here.
I literally am in the same place. as
7
you,
points.
So
7 points of damage. Okay. Cool.
She's in the same place as me. Could I have taken?
No, you're not. No, she's not.
Oh,
you're in the blind. She is not.
yeah.
Okay.
He's next to the blind.
Yeah, no, I'm not quite in.
Not quite in it yet. She was still at the
Yes,
at the
just-
chimney hole
Gotcha.
with Sploof.
Question. So these boots say you can move up and down and across vertical surfaces and upside down along ceilings. Does the Terrafolk count as one of those? This is very important.
I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
Dang it.
Unfortunately, it is a living creature.
Not a seal.
It doesn't say it can't be living. It just says vertical surfaces and ceilings. I kind of need to know so I know like how I want to do this.
Yeah, I'm still gonna have to say no at this point because it does also say something like slick surfaces.
Yeah, it says you can't go on slippery surfaces.
It's technically not a terrain.
Yeah. I know why you're asking the question. Believe me. I totally understand. I totally get it. Because it's going to come into play right now. Because as it goes over the cliff, it's going to do a barrel roll. So I need you to make aileron roll, whatever.
You better roll better than any of us have.
Make an athletics check to hang on.
Not enough.
I'll be okay. I have a plan.
Is your plan gonna catch up to us?
Maybe.
Gotta have faith, Arthur!
Higher!
We'll never know.
Do you know he can do that?
No.
I have no idea.
Lance, you're the Dutch of our group.
Natural.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You
I'm
you
not
like
going
got the
to.
arm bar on its neck. You're not going anywhere. It rolls and jerks and jives and jukes and tries its hardest to get you to go, and you're not going anywhere.
It might as well be a ceiling.
Exactly. All right.
Flexes it just the right way.
2 rounds down. Moving to number 3.
Jeez.
At this point, everyone
That all
is.
happened in 12 seconds.
That all happened in 12 seconds. Yes. So, top of the round. Bright.
Okay, I am going to.
Murder all of the things.
Yeah, probably.
Ow!
Move over here.
You I mean,
Yeah,
you
I'm
do
going to
see
use-
you do see Nyx.
Okay.
Make a perception check.
Wow, what is with this dice? Okay. A 3.
3. Okay, so you still see Nyx,
Okay.
and you see Meyer, and you see Sploof,
Always
Okay.
making people unfollow.
but you do not see Kai.
Okay.
Is
Would you
Sploof
see
in the
Gideon?
shelter as well?
What's that?
Is Sploof in the shelter as well?
No, Sploof and
No.
Bright are right
They're
next to each
chimney.
other. They
Yes.
just popped up through the chimney. You would also see Gideon locked onto the neck of the one terraphobe.
Okay.
Help!
Yeah. I am going.
Got like 4 tarot.
Let's see.
Like, come on.
Yes, I do.
Poor person.
Let's see.
Just start running.
No, they weren't coming back up.
Okay,
They were flying away.
First, I am going to.
There's still one more than this thing previously.
Yeah.
They're sleeping. They're sleeping. They might as well eat it.
I am going to. Let's see.
Eternal slumber.
Let's see. I will do healing word.
Okay.
On my. Yeah. Actually. Yeah.
I don't think it'd be enough to fill.
I will do healing word on myself. So. Let's see.
That was gonna take. I don't remember.
No, thank you.
I know. Yeah.
Okay. And I
No, I'm
will.
dead.
More D6s, I'm not
You
sure.
don't see us.
I
We're
will
dead.
be. Let's see. I will hide.
Okay, so you're gonna hide.
Self-preservation.
Yes.
Self-preservation.
So did you cast you cast healing word or
Yes.
yes?
Yes.
Okay, on yourself.
Yes. On
Okay.
myself. Yes.
And you're gonna hide. And what is your bonus?
It is +6.
Plus 6.
Yep.
Okay.
+6.
Yeah.
Okay. And then that brings us to Kai.
You can walk on the wall.
Yay!
Make a perception check.
Me?
Yes.
Roger that.
Get to the wall and then you can.
Oh
Oh no.
no. That would be
For a good sign.
Okay, this is fire.
where's? Sorry. Okay, so I got 7.
You got 7. Okay.
I rolled 2.
So Bright has disappeared.
Oh, excellent.
All right. So what would you like to do?
So, this shelter, is it pretty sturdy? The cover?
I mean, it looks. I mean, it's like a lean-to ish kind of thing. It's kind of a more of a blind than anything.
A blind, yeah. So it probably wouldn't support my weight.
Probably not.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna kind of position myself to where. How wide is it?
It looks like it was big enough for 2 of your compatriots.
2. Cool. Yeah, I'm just gonna position myself and just hunker low, stay hidden, to where if it comes down to attack the cover or
Okay.
anything in it,
So-
then I can.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm going to hold my action,
Okay. Pyre.
or not hold my action, but.
Okay, looking down.
Make a perception check.
I'm yelling.
I bet you are.
14.
Oh
Don't you dare, you.
Oh, okay, there they are. There's a heart-stopping moment when you flip back around after dealing with the Terrafolk, when you almost don't see them, and you catch them right as they're slipping into the clouds.
Point of order. Does my heart actually stop? Is it
Well,
actually
no.
running?
Of course not. Of course not. Of course not.
All right, and another feather fall.
All right. All right. As the spell takes hold of the 3 of you, you pass into the clouds.
Or
Word.
Nyx.
Okay.
None of them have died.
Gideon is still on.
Yes.
this-
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot it again.
he's over the cliff.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you kill it, I'm falling.
Sail.
We can all die together.
I mean, I feel like
Hail
it
of
would
Thorns
just
would be good right now on
another member
everyone
of the
except that one. You might as well.
Next turn.
How far out over the cliff is he?
Pretty far, about 30, 40 feet.
Okay. What else is around me?
There are still 2 other Terrafolk.
And they have been attacking the soft and squishy underbelly of our party.
Make me a perception check.
Because the tanks is being held by that,
Unnatural 20. I'm throwing it.
Unnatural.
and I'm
20.
falling.
Okay.
Okay. You do see Bright trying to be kind of sneaky through the underbrush.
Yes.
Yep.
You do also see Sploof still at the mouth of the cavern,
Looking a little dazed.
looking.
Bleeding from her nose and eyes.
There's literally nothing I can do.
Shoot things.
Yeah.
Can't shoot that one. That's
So
the one I
don't
want to
shoot
Then
this
shoot
one.
the other
other one.
The
2.
other, 2 other ones.
Yeah.
There are
Just
2
marked.
others.
Yeah, I'll shoot one of these.
You can
But
use
you
a
can move
bonus
it as a
action
bonus
to
action.
move your
I
mark.
thought you could only do that once it's dead.
Oh,
Or
I don't know.
I can't remember.
I think it says when the one you have marked dies, you can move
okay.
as a bonus
That's right.
But it might be a good idea to hold on to that one so you know where he's
Okay.
going.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Or you could drop the spell and recast it, but
Yeah.
it takes a spell slot.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or it takes your action, is what it would
Yeah, so it takes a bonus action to even drop
do.
this.
Yeah, bonus action would be to drop it, full action to cast it.
It's a
It's
bonus
blue.
action to cast.
Almighty.
Oh, to do it all in one turn. I
Yeah,
see
to do
what
it all
you're
in
saying.
one turn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna just shoot one of the other ones.
Okay. Twang, twang. That one.
Gonna miss.
Oh.
12.
Yeah, unfortunately.
That's very sad.
Okay, then I'm just gonna
Alrighty.
get frustrated.
Meyer, perception check.
Gather their attention.
Perception. That is +5. Yeah, 24.
24. Okay. You do see Bright creeping through the underbrush. You actually see Kai
Oh.
standing next to the blind.
Why, hello, sir.
And then, of course, you do also see the one that the Terrafolk that had been carrying you that has Gideon on its back.
Yeah. I am going to cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Okay.
Good choice.
Good. Okay, and then I am going to. I'm actually gonna hide for now.
All right.
+5.
So +5. So. Okay. So I'm going to be generous and say you use your movement to get to the blind as well.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Yes, the more people in the blind, the more I can do to help people.
Okay. So that then brings us down to. So you are.
Brandon dodges.
So you're in. You're falling, and all of a sudden, your stomach lurches as you feel Featherfall catch you again as you pass into the clouds. You are in the arms of Azaka, and she's gone a little bit feral. Make a perception check.
Wait, isn't he in the cloud though?
Yeah, but he's right up against her. So. 22. Her eyes have gone feline.
Oh, I would let that thing go real fast.
I let go. I slightly push away, and I will dodge.
All right.
We're getting some hit points back.
All right. Sploof.
So there are two close by,
Yes.
and then there's the one who he's got in a chokehold.
Yes.
In a choke. Just shoot anything.
Is one of the ones close by grounded or anything?
No, they're still airborne.
Okay.
Oh,
Mine spike and.
Do you move to the cover as well?
She could just drop back in the hole.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop back in the hole.
And it has to make a intelligence or wisdom save.
It has to make a wisdom.
Wisdom save. And needs to be what?
15.
Does not.
Okay, so that's gonna be 17.
Missed it by 1. 17 points. Okay.
And then I'm going to and like Jackie Chan myself into the top of the chimney thing
Okay.
so that I won't. Yep. And just hold myself
And what is your bonus?
to what?
To stealth.
Oh, to stealth. It is a +3.
+3.
I found this.
All right.
It's now my Pokemon.
Okay. Azaka. Wisdom save at disadvantage.
Do I kill Brandon or not?
That is the question.
No, she is still freaking out.
Surprise, surprise.
Surprise!
What a
Surprise!
surprise.
And you're out of her reach, but she is like flinging her arms at you, and those claws, you swear, those claws are getting really long now.
At least she'll land on her feet.
Yeah, in my direction.
And that is Azaka's turn. And then
Do we see bottom yet?
no.
You're still cloudy.
Yeah, you're still in Cloud Yoke.
Yeah.
Terrafolk.
I haven't had a turn since a Terrafolk tried to throw me off its back.
That's true.
Oh. Yes, go ahead and do that then. I'm so sorry.
How far from the cliff am I?
About 35, 40 feet.
Alright, so I would like to let go of the Terrafolk and angle myself to land on the cliff as I fall. So I want to like jump off of it and land on the cliff.
Okay.
Athletics.
Long jump.
Break your leg.
You have your backup character, right?
Make me so
I
make,
do.
make me both an athletics and an acrobatics check. Athletics is to reach the cliff face, or to reach the lip, and acrobatics is to keep your balance.
Okay. How do my shoes work into that? Since if I hit the cliff, I'm good.
Good point. Never mind. Give me the athletics check.
22.
22.
Nice.
You're gonna get there. I will still take the acrobatics because it's gonna depend on where you land. 12. Okay, so you get there, but it's like your toes hit the lip, and then you sort of you're off the edge now. And as you feel the slippers as they sort of grab hold, and now you're just sort of hanging there by your feet. Very much like that.
Very much like that.
So I just failed my dex save.
Alright.
Somebody clip that, please.
So Keith,
Yeah.
I have another question.
Yeah.
So let's say I lean forward.
Okay.
So I'm sort of leaning on
Do
it.
your crunches.
Would it? I can't see these guys who fell anymore, right?
No.
So if I were to lift my feet up off the rock face, could I fall for a short period of time and then latch back on again to try and see if I can catch up to them? Will I move faster that way than just running down the rock?
I mean, yes, but it's safe.
And like how hard would it be? Because I don't plan on like pushing off, just barely lifting off so that I'm almost sliding down and periodically stopping myself so I don't die from momentum. I don't know if that's possible.
I know the core race talks about doing grappling, but
You would definitely get down the cliff faster that way than just running it, because
acrobatics
you're
checks.
limited by your actual movement speed.
All right, and how difficult would it be for me to do that? I'm trying to gauge whether it's worth the risk.
How dumb would it be?
It's not impossible. It's probably. I mean, it's pretty. It would be risky, but not impossible.
How risky?
Like on a scale of 1 to 20.
I would probably put the DC for that, just an acrobatics DC, probably 17 or 18.
oh, not too
Just
bad.
run.
Not terrible, but doable. It's a matter of timing and making sure that you hit with just the right amount of force, because too little they don't grab on, too much you sail out of reach,
Right,
kind of thing. So it's a timing and it's a timing thing.
And so I didn't see these guys at all while I was on the Terrafolk, right?
No, because you had your attention
Right.
focused.
Okay, I'm gonna start running down the cliff
Okay, we'll start
gonna do
that
the fall
this
thing?
next round.
No.
with a DC of 17 or 18 and with a +2 to acrobatics. No.
Gotcha.
Okay. Now that even under Featherfall, they're still making 60 feet around. So I guess technically you could movement
Dash.
Movement dash.
and dash, and you could at least the gap wouldn't open, but you're not going to catch them before they get to the bottom.
Yep, and I've
Just
got my
as
own
long as you're aware
problems.
of that.
Now the Terrafolk.
Now the Terrafolk. Of course, all of you that are on the cliff do see him jump off, and as
miss?
far as you're concerned, miss.
Oh god.
He hit the edge and,
And
then
I
fell
think
backwards.
only
He
two
hit
of
the
you
edge and
saw
fell
me-
backwards.
Well, only one of you saw me run up a tree, so
Right.
So
Oh, yeah, I was out.
Might be okay.
Right. All right. So Terrafolk. There are 4 of them that are fleeing combat because, ouch, fireball hurts. Then there are
The three up
the
top.
3 up top.
Okay.
And the 3 up top first have to make perception checks.
Here, so you can-
because that will determine
It doesn't see me jump off there.
what their
Yeah, we saw you land. And then,
perception is. Wisdom, yes.
Yeah.
Well, no, because I didn't.
Okay, so as far as they are concerned, there are 2 targets. Even or odds? Okay. Yeah. Okay, and
yeah.
okay, and okay. All right. So Bright,
Yes.
the first 2 Terrafolk both seem to draw a bead on you and are going to come
I'm
after you.
hiding.
Yeah,
You think you're
unfortunately,
hiding.
their
Yes.
perception was high enough to be able to
Oh,
see
okay.
you. Unfortunately.
Yeah, you think you're hiding.
Are
Worse
you
when
in the
think
cover?
you're hiding.
No, I don't.
I mean, you would have had
I probably would have.
you would have had enough movement to get there.
Yes.
So that's going to add 5 to your AC.
Okay.
I would assume anyone who had the
Yes.
movement would have moved.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
I
Yeah.
would have moved the cover. Yes.
So you've got the benefit of
Okay.
cover. You're just not as hidden as you thought.
Before he attacks, I'm gonna take my action. 19 to hit.
Okay.
This is a Yai strike, so I only get this single attack. So I just kind of wait patiently here, pull my hat down low over my eyes. When it gets there, I spend my interaction to just quick draw my sword out of my sheath, my katana, and yeah, 19 to hit. I'm assuming that hits.
Yeah, that's going to hit.
Okay, I'm two-handing the katana, so D10 instead of D8, just so
Okay.
you know. And I will brutalize 9 damage and 7 damage. 16, 17, 19, and that's going to deal an additional 1, 4, and 6. Did he see me?
Not beforehand, no.
Okay.
He sees you now, so
Yeah,
126.
but that I was in a true stealth, so he would have had surprise from this. He needs to beat a 13 fear save. That won't be the case later because I won't have surprise.
So that's a wisdom save.
Yes. Yeah.
He does not make it.
Okay, and anyone 30 feet of him needs to, or any enemy 30 feet from him needs to make that as well.
Okay.
And that's only for 1 round that
Okay.
he is afraid.
All right. So it does indeed. So he fails. So he's afraid. And one of the others fails.
Okay.
The third one does not.
Okay. Yeah, that's only going to last for a round.
Okay. What does that condition entail for them?
It's just the standard fear stuff. They can't willingly get close to me,
Okay.
They have disadvantage
and
on
they have
any roll pretty much while he's within sight.
Okay.
right.
But they don't have to use movement or anything to move away.
No, this ain't
Okay.
Pathfinder,
Okay.
unfortunately.
All right. So, with all of that in mind, he is still going to come in for his attack. He has disadvantage. You do have +5 to your AC because of the cover. And he's not going to hit.
Yes.
Claw attack is also not going to hit. Second claw attack with a 21.
Ooh, yes.
21.
Barely.
Sorry.
Barely.
Barely.
I tried.
7 points of slashing damage. No, I'm sorry. 4 points of slashing damage. Okay.
Does he fly away?
He is going to fly away.
I'm
Yes.
going to take that attack of opportunity.
Okay.
Do I also get
You also get
okay,
one as well.
I will make that. Attack.
Two attacked, right? So I'm gonna make the
One attack.
Oh, okay. I was just gonna make this on the one that I had already attacked. I rolled the same thing, 19. To hit.
So what do you mean? You were asking if 2.
Yeah, it was just one, so it doesn't matter anyway.
So were you asking if you take 2 attacks, or
No. I was asking if one of them was attacking her or 2 were.
Actually 2 were coming after her. One's coming after.
Oh yeah,
Nyx.
I was just declaring that I'm focusing down that one that I had hit.
So the first one. Okay, got it.
with a 19.
Nice. So
not to damage, but to 9 again. Okay, so 9, 12. Okay, it's gonna be 12 points of damage.
12 points of damage.
Yes, sir.
Okay, give me 1 second here to do some figuring.
Maths.
Did that first attack hurt? That I did? I hope it hurt.
Right.
I didn't totally.
Yeah, it hurt pretty bad.
Yeah, you guys strikes it. Awesome ability.
Okay. All right.
Will 11 hit?
11 will not. Okay, and it's looking pretty rough. Second one is coming in after you. It is also at disadvantage. 12 does not hit. That doesn't hit. And that doesn't hit.
You are welcome.
Thank you.
And it swoops away.
I will catch you.
And the final one
I'll probably
is
die
coming
if
after
it-
Nyx.
Does she get another opportunity attack?
No, you only get 1. You have to spend your reaction to take that. So coming after Nyx.
Sorry, Nix.
I thought there were only 3.
There were only 3.
Okay.
2 of them
Oh,
came
fair
after
enough.
you,
And then one's coming
and then
out.
one's coming after her.
But I thought one of them went off the cliff also.
That was the one that
Or
was
was
doing
It was
He came back.
close enough. He's got enough movement to
Oh,
come
okay.
back.
He came back. Okay.
This is the one that you have marked,
Okay.
just for the record.
It probably hits.
Yeah, it
21,
does.
wasn't
It was a natural 20.
Oh no! You got
it?
inspiration?
All right.
So
This is. You're doing good.
Yep, going real well.
Who's playing
We're
what's
doing
this?
great.
Yeah, I'm about to be mauled by a tigress.
You could have died plummeting to your death,
Yeah.
though.
15 points of piercing damage.
15 points of piercing.
What if I realize it and I
Gonna
cast it on you and me and she falls under that?
Yeah, but that's our guide.
Go anywhere.
That would suck to not have
She's
it.
a little important.
You just wait till he goes to sleep.
Yeah, but
We could keep her.
We would
And then you
pick the
can-
were-tiger.
Make his own bed. Yeah, whose plan was this?
That's just the first one.
I think we're past the plan.
Claw.
Oh, so far.
It's gonna
past
hit.
the
Husk,
plan.
is this coming from the Dutch of Unroof? There is no more plan. I've lost all my faith.
Officially past the process that was planned.
And
Yo, we-
the last
We
slash
jumped that
misses.
ship a long time ago.
Oh, yeah. That's
Wait, when had you found
Yep.
Hermione?
And it used all of its movement getting to you. It does not have any movement left to swoop away.
Are you still up?
Oh wow. I had 39 hit points.
Nice.
So
So back around to you,
I'm
and
running down the
you're
cliff.
okay. So movement and dash.
Yeah, I will
Okay.
continue to run down there till I catch up to them.
Excellent. Excellent. Excellent.
Yep.
By the way, make a perception check.
Until you see our broken bodies.
Yep.
It's okay, it's 24 minutes.
12?
No, make you undead.
Well, Bright's there at least with you. Actually, it's sort of a bright shaped outline in the shadows of the blind.
fair enough.
All right. Bright.
Yes. Okay.
Oh, we're back around.
Back around. Your
Yes, we
turn.
are. Okay. I will. I'm guessing the closest one is the one.
The one next to Nick's.
Okay. I will. Let's see. I will use. Let's see. I will. Yeah, I'll finish. Yeah, I will do my short bow. We'll attack with my short bow. Hopefully I have it.
You'll have advantage.
Okay. So if I have advantage, does that mean I have to get my sneak attack?
No.
No?
Oh.
Yes, I do.
Yes,
Yes, I
yes,
do.
you do. Yes, you
I
do.
know, I'm like, I'm pretty sure.
Yes, you do.
I
Yes, you do.
I'm
Sneaky.
If
I
he's
don't
having
know
advantage for
that
any
much,
reason,
but
You are correct.
okay.
You are correct.
Okay.
Not assassinate,
Awesome.
but sneak attack.
Sneak attack. Yes. Okay. I think that's actually +6. No. Okay, so plus 5, so that will be 22 to hit.
22 will hit.
Okay, and okay, but I don't remember how. Okay, I get 2, so I get regular damage and then my sneak attack damage. right?
Correct.
Okay. Okay, 3, 6. 6, 12, plus 1. Okay, that will be 13 points of damage.
13 points of damage.
Oh, no, that did not.
So then you're +3.
So, plus.
So 16?
Yeah.
16 points of
Yeah,
damage.
so 16. Sweet.
Yay.
Yes, fantastic.
Yes.
And then, let's see, as my bonus action, I will,
So that does take you out of stealth.
wait, but I'm just gonna hide.
What's that?
I'm just gonna hide.
So you're going to hide now?
Yeah.
And what is that bonus?
Do you have full cover?
I should. What, it's plus 6.
Yeah, the blind gives you
Yeah,
3
Yeah.
it's just 3
Yeah.
quarters. I believe to hide you need full,
Oh, breaking line of sight.
but that's up to you. Yeah, you need a break line.
She
of
would
sight
need to be obscured enough that she could actually.
Yeah, I mean, you could
Oh,
you could
okay.
duck
I can't.
you could duck back out into the underbrush, attempt to hide, and then come back
okay.
into the blind. That's easy enough to do.
actually, let's see. Yeah.
Yeah.
I,
You want to do that?
if I'm staying, yeah.
So duck out of the blind into the brush, try to hide, come back.
Yeah, yeah. Yep.
And what is your bonus to
To stealth?
stealth?
It's plus 6.
Plus 6.
Yep.
It just got real lonely.
Oh,
Nick's all by herself.
no.
Nick's
I'm
all
right, I'm
by
right by you and I'm
sunshine.
not hiding anymore.
Oh yeah, so you're not hiding anymore. That's
Yeah.
right. Okay.
So
So Kai's there.
Yeah, I attack.
Yeah.
Visibly.
Speaking of,
My turn.
your turn.
I'm gonna move into the cover. Just to be clear,
Okay, so you're gonna move into the blind
I'll
as well.
take the space you left behind.
Except you kind of
Already, sort of was.
yeah, it's kind of already it's occupied.
And then I'm going to. Let's see. One is still there because it used up its whole movement.
Yes.
Okay, good to know. And it's adjacent to her.
Correct.
Perfect. That means ambush damage still applies. Trying to decide the best way I want to do this. Yeah, so I'm going to quick draw out a second katana. And yeah, I strike it with a single attack with that. I will not brutalize though.
Okay. Make your attack.
And I am wielding 2 katanas. Let's see. Dude. How's let's see. Oh, jeez. 19 plus 6.
Yeah.
How's that gonna
It
do
hits. It hits.
I'm not mathing today.
25.
I've had a long.
Nope.
Thanks. That should be. All right. So I would actually be holding this with one hand because I'm holding another katana. So that's going to be 8 damage anyway.
God, these things never die.
8,
We still haven't got one.
Nope.
11 points of damage. Oh my god.
So was it 8 or 11?
So 8 was the dice. So
Okay.
8, 9, 10, 11 plus 6 more. 2 more. And 6 more. That was almost the max damage roll, guys.
Okay.
Nicely done.
So let me math.
No.
That never happens.
This fifth edition is not supposed to be that.
All right. What else?
Now, then I'm going to spend my bonus action to veil.
Okay.
Do you want to
So,
roll the stealth for
yes.
veiling as well? So that's plus 9.
Okay.
And all I need is half cover or above.
Yeah, you've got that.
Okay.
Tay. Pyre. In the clouds.
Oh, this is nice.
Just
I mean, I'm probably also trying to look below.
okay. Make a perception check at disadvantage.
Clouds are gonna clear and you're just gonna be dead. There's gonna be a tiger.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
At least the tiger gets to eat.
17. Okay. Really good roll even at disadvantage. You're not, and you can't make out details of them, but you do still see Azaka and Elias below you. They have seemed to separate a little bit,
Logical.
and you'd swear that Azaka has gotten taller and thinner.
Were
Spaghettification.
you calling her fat?
No.
I don't appreciate that body shaming.
Okay. Now, Nyx.
Okay.
The one that's in front of you is reeling on its feet.
Like in front of how close is it in front of me?
Like
It's the one that hit you.
it's like yeah.
Reeling in pain.
Do
something! Kill it by taking its life.
I will attack it with my short sword.
Okay.
Because bows don't do a whole lot at this range. That's a 22 to hit.
Go with that. That'll hit.
Yes.
You still just down the hole.
And this is the one you have marked.
So that is 8 points of damage.
I feel like the people
Your
falling off
sword
the cliff are the safer people.
Jabs in under its rib cage, and you just sort of spin it up, spin it around a little bit, yank it out, and it falls over dead at your feet.
I dubbed the
It took
Killer
us
of
2 episodes to do it, but we finally killed one.
Well done.
Only a buttload more to go.
It doesn't fall on me, does it?
No, it does not fall on you.
Okay, because that could be a
Only two
very
more
real
up
thing
there,
if it's
so
10 freaking feet tall.
Yeah. Maybe they'll just leave.
yeah.
Okay.
The other 2 count approaching, so
With that, my
The
hunter's
end of
mark
the turn.
will go to what's the next closest one?
It's going to be one of the other 2 that are sort of swooping away after the last round.
Oh, they're leaving?
It's hard to tell right now.
they're
It's just sort of
skittish.
they're acting skittish.
Well, okay, I passed the hunter's mark on the wall.
Past the hunter's mark. Odds, evens. Just roll me a d20. Tell me if it's odd or even.
Even?
Okay. All right. And that will bring us to Meyer. You have seen one of them go down.
Okay.
They can die. They
Yes!
can be killed.
Okay, I'm going to cast Mirror Image.
Okay.
Nice.
And so I get 3 duplicates. Impossible to tell. I have to roll to see which one they hit.
Okay.
And then on top of that,
Trap card. Magical attack.
then as a reaction, I'm going to do Healing
I
Word.
love this spell. It's
Okay.
exactly that card.
Is that a reaction spell?
Healing Word?
Yeah.
Yes.
So the bonus action.
Bonus action.
Bonus action. Okay. Bonus action and reaction, very different things.
Okay. Yeah.
Bonus action.
Yeah, it is
Yeah.
bonus.
Just
Okay.
to be clear.
Yeah. And yep, that's all I can do.
All right.
And I have level 1 slots.
Elias.
Go, Elias. I dodge.
Alright, I'm gonna take my shield and my silver short sword and dodge.
Okay.
You're the best at dodging.
All the dodges with you. All the
All right.
What was that roll for?
Healing.
He's got a dwarf ability where every time he takes the dodge action, he can spend a hit die.
Okay.
Okay.
That's
You good?
cool.
Yeah, saved my butt a couple of
Super
times.
Sploof.
It's useful.
Okay, so I poked my head up out of my hole.
There's one of them lying on the ground at the foot of Nyx, and her short sword is bloodied.
Raise it.
But it always goes back to the sound of your skeleton. Still. Yeah.
Can it fly?
I feel like I could do more damage than the zombie or skeleton, so I feel like that would.
You would worry about
No.
raising it
Yeah,
later.
I'll do it later.
I'll
Learn about
raise
raising
it
it later.
So the other two are still airborne?
The other two are still airborne. They're still sort of mid swoop away from their attacks from the last round.
Spin off! And Scorching Ray.
Nice.
So let's see.
So roll me a d4, odds or evens.
Why?
It's an attack roll.
This is to pick the target, or are you aiming at both of them? Can you split?
It's a 3-ray thing,
Oh,
so
3-ray.
I'm gonna. I mean,
Focus fire on
evens
one,
for
or
2, and then the other one can have.
Don't
the
worry
other.
about it. Just yeah, don't worry about it.
Okay, so I'm gonna burn my inspiration.
I thought it was a single attack instead of the 3. I'm sorry.
it's like magic missile.
What is mine? Okay, so that's. So does a 14 hit?
Just.
Oh wow.
And then that's gonna be. So I got an nat 20, a 14, and one that didn't hit.
Whoa!
Nice.
So let's see. So that's 2d6. Is that right? Scorching ray. 2d6 fire damage each one. Yeah.
Okay, so
So one of them is gonna take 7, and then the nat 20 is gonna. Is it crit? Is it like max plus a roll?
Mhm.
Okay. So that would be 12 plus. Oh wow. So that's 22.
nice.
Wow.
All right. Let me do some maths.
America is good because America. America is great because America.
So your one of your scorching rays goes out.
Practice shot.
Just goes long.
Gotta test the range.
Got to get the range in, and then your second one hits, and then you see the whole thing just sort of like go up in a ball of fire and blacken, and its momentum carries it off the edge of the cliff.
Yes! Another one bites the dust.
And the third one, the third bolt strikes home and deals its damage.
It would just be like.
Get hit by
Fire.
it.
Okay.
You'll finally have something to dodge.
Oh, it's Aka's turn.
All right.
Yeah.
It is Azaka's turn.
Uh-huh.
Wisdom save at disadvantage.
Trying to kill you.
Trying to kill you. Trying to kill you.
So she rolls a 13. That is she's still not gonna come out of whatever.
Rage.
It's not rage per se, but she is the frenzy.
The technical term for this is panic.
Yeah, the panicked
Yeah.
frenzy, whatever is going on is still there.
Mm-hmm.
And she's not in her right head, so she's not actually coming after you beyond just sort of waving her arms as though she's trying to
Go away.
she's trying to get to you.
She's drowning, so she's trying to grab on to the
Right.
person.
Yes.
The single solitary terrafolk that is still either alive or engaged
Who's it marrying?
fails its wisdom save and just starts taking off, starts flying away.
Okay.
Come back here, you dirty so-and-so.
And we will take.
That's fantastic.
We will drop out of initiative at this point.
Oh my gosh!
Don't do that.
I give my swords.
I don't want to land if this thing's going to eat me.
And then sheathe them.
Okay.
I call him right back.
Is everyone okay?
Fire, help me!
Says to half the party.
How?
I don't know.
I already did!
Not with that. With
All right.
this.
So right about this point, you guys break through the cloud cover, the bottoms of the clouds, and you're starting to see the jungle underneath you. It's you figure within the next next 20 seconds or so, you'll probably be on the ground.
How far behind him am I?
You're still halfway. You're still above the clouds. You still don't even see them. For the sake of expediency, we'll say you guys land safely,
And he gets eaten!
And it gets eaten.
Do I need to.
and now Azaka.
Spell slot to get us down though?
Yes, you will burn one more spell slot on
But
the
I
way down.
recommend take a long rest.
The party is so
Half the party is
split.
Azaka
Potentially dead.
fails her wisdom
Yeah, it's
save,
not the rest.
and as she touches down, she is going to leap at you.
Oh my gosh.
Wow, he really likes
So
Just with the flat of the silver blade.
You remember your dodge.
all right, so she
Well, no, I'm not dodging.
So she's
well,
moving-
Yeah, I'm still
Yeah, you're
dodged.
still dodged.
Yeah.
So she's moving 15 feet ahead,
So this is
and then she's going to pounce on you. So she's going to make a claw attack.
Oh, okay.
That's at disadvantage because he's dodged.
It's at disadvantage because he's dodged.
Yep.
7. So she will not hit you. She's going to swing at you with her
Brain
claws.
just sidesteps.
Side to the left.
Pull out a bottle of water.
And she'll actually swing at you, swipe at you again. 17.
Oh no.
That is
With your
my,
shield out?
Yep, that's tied. She hits me.
So she's going to hit you. And you will you will take 13,
I'm sorry, go ahead.
13 points
Oh,
of
I thought
piercing.
you. Oh, goodness! I thought
13
you said
points of
30.
piercing damage.
30 points of damage.
If I see that,
And now I need you to make a Constitution save.
to become a were-tiger.
Yes.
That's cock. Natural 20.
Oh!
I will not fall to anything more. I have had mad monkey disease. I am not hitting it. I am
Okay.
done with this jungle.
Spin
If I
this
see
space
that,
really
I'm
casting.
Leaving.
Go for
Good
it.
choice.
Good.
42 points of sleep.
Not enough.
She's still not down.
She is still not down.
Except that's
Oh,
not
you
a targeted
asshole!
spell. That's an area spell. And
I'm down.
He falls asleep.
I I fall asleep.
Now you could probably aim it to exclude him
Or
if
would
you wanted, but if you didn't know that,
It's 20-foot radius.
It'd be more
Yeah.
fun if you didn't know.
I think.
because it starts with whoever has the lowest
It
hit points
says,
will
yeah,
fall
it's
asleep
I just
first.
saw the two of them
Correct.
fighting, not necessarily like her
Oh, it's
specifically attacking him, so I
Right.
just sleep down there.
Out of curiosity, what does she look like at this point?
So she.
The incarnation of my death.
The Grim Reaper.
Yeah, so she is like much taller and lither, much skinnier than she normally is. Her face has taken on sort of a feral, feline shape. Her eyes, if you were close enough to see them, look like feline eyes. She's still very much human shaped, so hasn't changed, color, growth,
I'm
or anything like that.
1,800 feet
But
up right now,
she has
so-
taken on some very decidedly feline characteristics.
Yup.
You'll live on your feet.
Not that I'm there.
They over
I'll be
you.
dead.
So as you fall down and fall asleep, she will make her
Yes.
wisdom save again. At this point, she's still at disadvantage.
I know.
That was so sad.
She doesn't
And
make
she
it.
does not make it.
No, and she's gonna go for me. Go for it.
No, actually.
Oh. No,
You're down.
Oh, right.
She's just gonna run off into the woods.
You're
Oh.
playing
Even
dead.
though I
Oh.
probably just touched down too.
Even though you just touched down too, yeah. You were so far out of her field of view. She didn't even realize you were there. He was right in front of her, and she ran off in a blind panic.
Those are guide.
Yay!
We're alive.
am I
About
dead? I don't want to know.
What's happened?
I don't want to know.
Why would you be dead?
I don't know. I
She-
blacked out.
You just
I didn't know. I smack him awake, and he's like,
Am
Am I dead?
so it'll
heaven.
"Welcome to hell. I am the devil."
so it'll take you probably another. Oh God, what was it? It was 60.
They were moving at 60 feet
So
for
were you.
most of it, and I was about 5 or 6 rounds behind them when they.
Yeah,
About 10 minutes.
So another 5 minutes or so after they land, you get down.
Is it pretty easy to tell as I'm running down where they landed?
Yeah, it's easy enough.
What happened to Ajaka?
She left.
I will know her besides her appearance.
Okay, so we're gonna pause that. And we're gonna go back up to the top of the cliff.
So I'm going to say, you came to rescue me, and we lost half of the group. Why did you do this?
Okay, so
I should
hold
not
on just
lash
a
out.
sec.
This is my fault. This is all my fault.
So do I know, okay, from where they fell, would it still be relatively easy to go from where they fell, like where they landed? Because I know Pyre had Misty, not Misty Step, yeah, Featherfall.
Uh-huh.
So what? You all are just
So-
gonna feather fall?
Hang
hold
on,
on,
hang
I'm
on.
deciding.
Hang on.
So if we were to Featherfall down, am I resetting the time it would take us to get back up to the thing and then go back, or would we have to go down anyway to go back up to the place that we
Okay,
are
so
looking
the
to go?
pyramid is not on this plateau.
Okay.
So you guys might have misunderstood that. This is not on the plateau. It's off to the what is that? Off to the west.
So this is not setting us back on our oracle.
Why did Izaka lead us here? Because she's the one who said we had to come here.
She wanted an overview of the
okay.
terrain
Ah,
ahead
so-
to see
okay,
where
so
you were
we
going.
do have to go back down.
Yeah.
Oh.
How convenient.
So, well, first off, I should explain
Okay,
that.
we all have climbing except for
Yeah, I have
Slow.
plenty.
Oh, I don't have climbing.
I don't
Except
have
you don't know if Pyre got me or not. Because all of you just saw me jump off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, but I know you.
I'm
Oh, that's
convinced
true.
You're dead.
Yeah, I know you have them because I.
Let's role play this, guys.
Yeah,
let's
that's- oh, yeah.
role play this.
So,
You. believe they're gone.
They're not exactly gone.
Well, Gideon should be fine.
No, they will live in our hearts
Oh
forever.
yes, he has.
You're right. Let's drink to their honor.
That's not what I meant. That's they're alive. Or at least most of them are alive. I'm not completely sure about Gideon, but the rest of them I am relatively sure.
Actually, Gideon should be fine. He has shoes that make
He
him go
does. He
spider
has
climb.
those shoes.
Things.
We found. Yeah.
So he should be fine.
I might steal those from him in his sleep later.
Are you?
Oh, I'm
So
sorry.
why are the others okay? Because they kind of all jumped off.
Yeah,
the
they were falling off the cliff.
Well,
Telling me
Usually you're
everyone is
not
like-
okay when that happens. Just saying.
long story short, Pyre and I kind of went to Warthog School of Witchcraft and Wizardry together.
Warthog.
It's one of those things that you share spells, kind of like you copy homework, kind of like you shouldn't, but you do sometimes.
I wish I had inspiration to give you right now. Have all the inspiration.
Take them all.
I love this game.
There's a spell that we both know that can kind of slow your falling so that you can land nice and light. So anything terrible happening to them from point A to point B, they should be fine and probably waiting for us. And I can cast the same thing for those who might not want to climb, but if you want to climb.
Are you strong enough to get us to fall all the way down without dying?
How many spell slots do you have?
Well, my first level spells
That
are
was
seven.
me used to be
One, two,
role-playing,
Yeah.
asking
One,
how
two,
many spell
three,
slots do you
four,
have.
Yeah,
five.
yeah.
Yeah, the math doesn't work.
I will
it's five other
hold
creatures.
myself down.
But if we all join up together, then I can just wait until we're halfway down.
It's okay. I can get down.
Oh, I can climb.
I
You
cannot
can also
Yes,
climb.
I can climb as well.
I will
It'll
go
be
with you.
slower, probably.
Yeah, it
Sounds
probably
like
will
fun.
be slower, but yeah.
I'm actually going to do the speedy way. I got a 19
Actually-
on that acrobatics.
I think your climbing speeds and with like how
With
fast
the-
you can move in a turn, you two would actually get down there before the people falling.
They probably.
Probably.
Not if she waits to cast Featherfall until right at the very bottom.
Yeah.
I mean, not right at the bottom, but I'll let it go a little bit.
Fall. Cloud. There's no clouds. Featherfall.
Oh, that was.
I would probably cast it at the clouds.
Okay.
That seems like a solid
Yeah,
idea.
because you don't
Doing it that way,
having an
it
argument
will
with
cost two.
Yes.
Doing it that way, it will cost you 2 spell slots.
That's
But
fine.
yeah.
That's fine. So I propose that those of us comfortable with climbing can climb, and I'll just have him wear me as a backpack, and we'll jump. We'll catch up with the others.
Dun.
Speedily
Okay.
go down.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm very, very
see you on the
anxious.
other side.
I need to see if everyone's
Oh, I'm
okay.
good with it.
They should be fine at the other end, so we'll all land and regroup and see if we
Sounds
can
like
climb.
fun.
We should be fine.
So what I'm doing is like this mixture of like falling and then like flinging it out and then like ribbon dancing a little bit, setting another hook and then like
Okay.
just kind of spinning away all the
Sounds
way
like
down.
something I would do.
What's your climb speed?
30.
30?
Oh, I'm also spending dashes.
Yeah.
Uh,
So
every-
basically 60-ish.
Yeah,
What's your climb speed?
My climb speed is 20,
20?
I believe.
I can dash as a bonus
Yes.
action too. So
So
dash
with the-
and action.
Okay, so
dash.
you're making about 90. You're making about 4. No, you can
Can
do
I
3.
do acrobatics?
as well as the additional.
No, you don't need to.
acrobatics.
because you already
You don't
have
need to
Okay.
because you
Oh,
got
I
your
guess
climb
I-
speed.
With her
Well, yeah,
action
I just-
economy, she'd be at 60 as well.
So you're at 60.
yeah.
You're at 90. What?
His climb speed's 40.
So 80.
So 80. So, so you'll be first down.
Okay.
You'll be second.
Okay.
And no,
No, I'd be
no,
second.
you'll be second. You'll be third. All of you, it's going to take roughly 45 minutes to an hour, just going straight down the cliff. You guys free falling are going to get there a lot faster than that.
Oh yeah.
So I'm going to kind of tie myself to him.
Okay.
I'm going to take my hat, which most of you guys are just like usually just see these eyes poking out from the eye holes of my hat. I'm going to take it, tuck it into my robe, and I'm going to take hemorrhoid and tuck him into my pouch.
You hit?
I'm good. Get a good running start.
I pull my bagpipes out. And I walk.
What's that noise?
I am playing it as I walk to the edge, and I just.
I don't
walk
have any
back
more
down.
inspiration.
I think that's the sound of an idiot falling.
So because
And I am playing the whole way down.
I don't know that you're with them and that you saved them, I'm just gonna come tearing into that clearing with like a potion out. And I'm just... You're alive.
From somewhere above you, you scream.
Technically, I'm not.
Right.
I just want to die! It would be easier! It would just be easier!
Where's Asaka?
That's a good question.
She turned into a pussycat!
She turned into a pussycat!
And sleep.
So it's about this point that those of you on the ground hear this sound of wailing bagpipes, and you look up in time to see Meyer,
Flames and all.
with a sploof-shaped backpack floating down out of the clouds.
Stop
Aside
it
from the
with the
bagpipes, that's
bagpipes.
sort of what I expected.
So how did you get down?
Like that.
You can fly?
Yeah. All right, guys.
Follow with style.
All right, guys. We're gonna call it there for the night. We're gonna call it there for the night. We will read it as read. That everyone that's climbing down gets down and gathers up with the rest of the party. We will pick up. We will role play all of that next week when we come back to the Adventures of the Glassbreakers Guild. We will be back Tuesday nights. Should be back on schedule 5:30, not Pacific, Mountain Standard Time. Do the conversions for yourselves. Figure out when that is in your particular time zone where you are. If you loved the hilarity for tonight, if you're not already following us, please do. If you know someone who would love the hilarity that we went through tonight, who's not following us, please let them know about it. Bring them along. Get them hooked on the Adventures of the Glassbreakers Guild. We are having a whole lot of fun. Send them to the YouTube. Let them get caught up. That's just search for Casual Cactus. Casual with a C, Cactus with a K. We post all of the episodes that we do live here on Twitch. We post them on Sundays. So you should be relatively easy to get caught up on what's going on. Oh, by the way, guys, congratulations on surviving episode 13.
Yeah, barely.
I don't know, but everyone's still alive.
I didn't even take a hit point.
So do follow us both here and on YouTube. We do have a lot sort of in the pipeline. If we can make affiliate, we got some ideas for some additional content for the channel. Real excited about it myself. I've talked to some of these guys about it. They're pretty excited about what we've got coming. Hopefully we can hit affiliate and start bringing some of that additional content to you guys. Until next week, bring your brats, bring your balls, and if you've got a hammer, everything is a glass house. Good night, everybody.